Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talk about the placements in Scalar, right? So often a lot of people put up this query that does the Scalar Academy provides you a placement? Do they really have any placement policy and all? And like are they lying about the placements, or do the placements actually happen? You will also like see people who are criticize the Scalar Academy that they don't provide any placements and all, right? So see, I mean, a Scalar Academy is not like a magic tunnel. Like you enter into it as an unpolished engineer, and on the other side, you'll just come out as a very polished and a very refined engineer, right? Software engineer. That's not true. It's definitely like a magic tunnel, but in that tunnel, you'll have to do a lot of carvings by yourself. So you'll have to put a lot of effort, right? So in that tunnel, Scalar is providing you all the required resources. Like they teach you the system design, low level design, high level design, the data structures and everything, right? So they'll teach all the different components that you need to know, right? But they can only teach you, they cannot like make you learn these components, right? The learning part is something that you'll have to take up by yourself, right? So I mean, it is not that like you are not like those small kids who can just be like spoon fed and forcefully spoon fed to learn more than you need to know, right? So it is not like that. Scalar is just providing you a good platform. They are providing you the learning, mentorship and everything, so that you can upskill well. But ultimately the efforts have to come in from your side, right? If you are not like putting in enough efforts, you're just like attending the classes and then disappearing, then that doesn't make sense. Like if and at the end of the like program, like after 9-10 months, you just say that okay, I was told that I'll be getting a placement, but I'm not getting any placement, right? So see, Scalar can just make you a refined engineer. They're trying to make you a refined engineer, but the effort have to come in from your side, right? And once you put all these efforts, the required efforts, only then the outcome will be there, right? So the outcome could be you getting a promotion, you moving to a better organization, you doing your own like you doing your own startup or anything, you building up your own projects or something, right? So those are all the different outcomes that can happen. But for sure, like Scalar does have a placement policy. They do have like a lot of good tie-ups with a lot of good organizations wherein they pitch people. Like from what I know, it's like more than 400 companies they have tied up with in India, where they try to pitch you. In fact, a lot of companies even have like exclusive like hiring process with a Scalar, wherein they first give the preference to the folks from Scalar and all, right? Just because the success rate of people getting hired from Scalar is higher, because they are already polished engineer, they have already learned a lot of different concepts that are needed by the company and all. But that doesn't mean like all the 100% of the people are the polished engineers, right? Because there would always be people who are not putting in their efforts, who are not like completing the homework, the assignments, who are just like coming in, attending the class and disappearing, not reading through what the instructors are telling them, what their mentors are telling them to do, right? In that case, placement does not help. But if you have like this, so I mean, treat it like a list, like a checklist. So you have attended your classes, you have done all your homeworks, you have done all your assignments, you have read through all the blogs, all the technical articles that your instructors are telling, you are following what your mentor is telling you for, like say for example, building a big or small projects, looking at some open source projects, looking at some blogs and all, right? If you're doing all these things, you're taking up your mock blog sessions and all, whatever are there, for clearing up all the modules that you have taken up. If you have done all these things, then for sure, like after you have done all these things, then you can go back to Scalar and tell them, hey, I think I'm ready for interview, and please see if you can start pitching my profile to certain companies. Obviously they also want to get you placed, right? They are looking forward to like have learners get a very good experience, so that they can go out and like tell more people that okay, this was my experience with the academy, right? Ultimately, like you are an example for them. If you are like succeeding, you become an example for them, right? So for sure, once you are done with these checklist items, then go back to Scalar team, right? They have a very big placement team, right? Go back to them, tell them that okay, I am done with these things, I want to start appearing for the placements and all. And then for sure, like they'll pitch your profile. They like, one is they have their exclusive tie-ups with some certain companies, where they directly pitch your profile. And then they have like a very big community, a very big learners community of like 25-30,000 folks, which they also leverage. So they approach people so that they can like see if I mean if they can refer the people in their organizations or to any HR that approaches their learners, their ex learners or anyone. So that is also like one of the channel through which Scalar highly like mobilizes the placement, the strategy and all for them, for their learners, right? So it the placement definitely happens. The placement, I mean, for sure, like would happen, although they do not guarantee it, but for sure it will happen because ultimately they want you to succeed, right? But for making that happen, a lot of efforts has to be put in from your side. You have to like do your learning really well. You'll have to make sure that okay, you are very well prepared, right? So for example, like they put you across for like 10 12 opportunities, they can easily put you across, right? That is very simple for them because they have so many like opportunities, learners and all those things. So if they are able to like put you across for like 10 12 opportunities, you are able to crack at least like 2 3 or some number, right? It should not be happening that they put you across for 10 companies, you don't get hired, and then you start like saying that okay, Scalar did not provide me a placement, right? Then nobody can, right? They provided you the opportunity. The converting those opportunities to placements is something that you would have to own, right? You will have to put your effort to make that happen. So make sure that you are putting in all these efforts, and if you do that, trust me, the things will happen. You will for sure get a placement and all. But yeah, effort is very important. Put that effort, right? Do your learning really well. Do read through the concept. Try to do more than like what Scalar is asking you to do, right? Make sure like you are doing all these things for cracking those opportunities, for making yourself like relevant for the market, telling your prospective employer that okay, yeah, I am very well, like I'm well prepared. You just come across with any good question and I'll be able to solve that, right? This is something that you would have to show, and this can come in only after you have like put in a lot of effort from your side. So that was my take on like, do placements happen in Scalar or not? They sure happens, for but for the people who actually deserve the placements. So thank you, hope you liked it, hope you found it informative, hope this resolved some of the apprehensions that you had about the academy. This is not a paid promotion or something. I'm not getting anything, or I don't do these things. I just thought of doing this because a lot of people like put across this question that hey, you took this program, do this scale really provide you placement support and also? Yes, yeah, yes they do. And I mean, don't have second thoughts about that or in any like wrong impressions about that. Just make sure that if you enroll, you put in the right set of efforts so that like the placement actually happen for you. So hope you liked it. I don't often say it, but yeah, if you like the content on the video, please do feel free to subscribe. Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.